Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome, my fire sign friends, to the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot. I am Zachary. Welcome to my table. So I decided this month, because I had a crunchy week and just pretty much was dead energy-wise. Those of you that saw my post, thank you for understanding. So I've decided to put the elemental signs together for at least the start of the month here. In a week or two, I plan to put out a bonus monthly reading to go more into detail for each of the signs, which ultimately is going to be the flow. I still, so the 3rd of November will be a month for me. I'm still finishing up my first month, you guys. So definitely lots of growing pains for me. They're all fantastic and they have been challenging, I'll be honest. Learning everything, learning everything about a YouTube channel and having this kind of explosive growth, which has been fantastic, you guys. I just passed 1,600 subscribers today before I'm filming this. So thank you. I am feeling the love and I love you guys so much as well. I'll get this uploaded today, so you'll have a day before the other signs. But if you haven't entered into the contest for the free reading to celebrate my 1,000 subscribers that I put out a week ago, we're going to get closer to the 2,500 prize that I'll be passing out. But feel free to get on my community page, watch that video. The instructions are on the video as well on how to enter. Do it to it, you guys. So I'm going to start off like I did with the air signs. Each of you are going to get your own animal spirit. You don't need to share, okay? You guys can have your own. And then I'm going to start with, from each deck, you'll each get your own deck. I'm going to pull a couple cards for each of you on how you're starting this month off. And then the message as we go through it is going to be similar energy. It worked really well for air signs. It was beautiful. We're going to do it for you too, okay? You're going to love it. It's going to be great. So Spirit, what do we have for the fire signs for November? Everything. You get everything. You win. Winner, winner. Like, share, subscribe as well, you guys. Hit that notification bell. Those are all great ways to support me. And now that I am monetized, thanks to you guys as well, please let those ads run. That is the best way to support me in moving me forward to be able to provide this in the capacity that I absolutely want to. So I don't have to work 14 jobs here. I can just focus on you, which is what I want to do and what Spirit wants me to do as well. And I am more than happy to oblige. So that's what killed me last week was work, really. So we've got Aries, Sagittarius, and then Leo here, okay? So Aries, you are the loon. You loon. Intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. And you guys may have had the loon as well. You're still just intuitive AF. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. I feel like you did. Similar message though, like you guys have been speaking of running yourselves ragged or working yourselves to the bone too. You're feeling me. You feeling me? You're feeling yourself. So there's a need to be using your intuition to listen to what it is that you need, especially stepping away from maybe being social and getting some recharge time. So Sag, Swan, Grace, you graceful mother, you who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. So what I get from this actually is I feel like some of you are feeling ugly, and I don't mean physically, because you guys are beautiful, like, duh. But you're feeling ugly inside for some reason, and I don't feel like it's appropriate. And I would slap you if I didn't want to give you a hug, okay? Is how I feel. It makes me feel a little bit heavy right here. And I don't want you to feel that way. So you get the swan this month, which is beautiful. The swan also has a component of protection to it. So I feel like that protection is like you protecting you from you. Don't beat that little kid up. If you wouldn't say it to your inner child, then don't say it, is what I'm feeling inclined to say. So I said it, okay? And then Leo, you've got tiger, fire. Leo, fire, groundbreaking. Le Tigre, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold, I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. It's true, Leo, you are bold and brave. So I'm excited to see where this is going to go here. We'll start pulling cards. Let's see. Oh, and check out your rising moon and Venus as well, you guys, if you're interested in getting a more full picture, especially with these being combined. They are, their last one was about 30 minutes, and that's what I'm going to shoot for this one too. It's not too bad. I feel like, I don't know, I can get through it okay. I got all across the board, honestly, as far as input from people. So I'm going to stay away from hour-long ones for now, but we'll see what happens in the future, you know? I'm going to try to shoot for them to be around 30 minutes, okay? And I reserve the right to change at a moment's notice because I am a Gemini and it's my channel. Thank you for joining me today. So, I almost said Gemini. Aries, you got the Four of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So we'll talk about that here in a second. You get to watch me shuffle. Keep shuffling. Oh, bottom of the deck too. You're right. Temperance. So for Saggy here, Spirit, what do we have? But if you're interested in love and relationships as well, check out your moon and Venus specifically, because that's going to be your emotional world and the way that you relate to or connect with other people. So that's going to be a little bit more specific to those components of yourself. Your sun sign is your ego. It's important, but just like the ego, it's not the only thing that's important. Okay. I love to check. I'm a Cancer Venus, so I always look at Cancer when I'm looking at love. Three of Pentacles and the Chariot. Aha. And last one here for Leo. And then we're just coming up on Halloween. I know not everybody celebrates it throughout the world here, but any Halloween contests? Anybody dress up as something good? Win anything? I'm gonna have to ask Scorpio, because there was like some evil, malevolent energy coming through, and I feel like it was surrounding a Halloween contest of some sort. So, Three of Wands. Whoop. And Four of Swords too. Okay, you guys are tired too. This is a month of rest for you. So Aries, we've got the Four of Swords and then the Eight of Wands. Four of Swords, this is your energy coming into the month here. Four of Swords is rest and relaxation. But there's also a note of, like with this respite, it is respite, relaxation, rejuvenation, rest. It's kind of a licking your wounds. Like there's been an injury. You've been overworked. You have rhabdomyolysis, which is not funny at all, but in this context, you've been working yourself so hard that you are now Rhabdo the clown, okay? Which is you overwork your muscles to the point that they start breaking down and your kidneys can't process it because there's so many red blood cells that you die. It's not funny, like I said, but in this context, you guys have been working yourself to death. And there is this need to rest because you are at that point where you're beyond burnt out at this point. You really, really need to look after your health. And having the Eight of Wands crossing that here, this is speed, you guys. This is haste. You're being encouraged. So this month, you were getting this message last month too, that you need to, I think it was last week or even the last 2 weeks, where you were being encouraged to just give everybody else the finger and not this one. Read between the lines, you know what I'm saying? And do you, because you need to recharge. Just like I took some time these last couple of days. I get it. I want to be there for everybody too, especially you guys. I love you guys so much. And it was really, really hard for me to take some time off, to be honest with. I don't know if I was more angry that I was tired or that I just couldn't get it together because I was tired. It was an amalgam of both of them. But my point is, you guys have to take a break, or a break will be taken for you, is what I'm getting. And I'm not speaking that into your life. I'm not That is how it goes, okay? And I know you can all relate to me, all you fire signs. If you don't listen to the call on something like taking a break, resting, we tend to get to a point where we injure ourselves, where life then goes, you're going to take a break regardless. You're not going to take a break. Well, now you broke something, your ability to be mobile in the world, you know? And again, I'm not wishing that on you. I'm just saying, I'm really getting that energy, you guys, that you're not okay. Most of you. So 3 of Pentacles here is the energy you're coming in with, Sag. And with the swan here, like I was saying, you're feeling ugly. What I'm getting is that you're needing to be working with other people because you're needing to be reminded of who you are in a good way. And I feel like some of you are working with other people, but you're not opening yourself up in an authentic way, which was your message last month too. It's difficult for people to take notice of the wonderful things about you when you don't show them. And when it comes time to needing to be reminded, because we all get to that point at some point in our lives, frequently, really, we're a species of amnesia. Shoot, I was just talking to my counselor this morning about how even the most tempered people, mental health wise, are susceptible to freaking the F out, losing their shit, losing the skills that they've gained, forgetting, getting hard on themselves, starting to lash out at other people if the right situations arise. You haven't eaten, if you're not sleeping, if there's a great amount of stress. So it's really important to have a good team that really knows who you are. And it's hard for that team to know who you are if you don't show them. Okay, Sagittarius? And part of that could be because you're struggling with still getting to know yourself. But whatever the case is, get out there and make some macrame, okay? Macrame. It's okay to lean on people. Let them see who you are. Your true colors, yo. So the Chariot is what crosses you this month. And I do feel like the aspects that are coming through on the card here, this is travel, speed, it could be moving. I feel like for some of you, you could be moving. Maybe that's what's going on in this situation, needing to open back up again to connecting with people. But for most of you, what I'm getting is this movement in comfort. So it's a very positive crossing energy. Once you allow yourself to open up to others and start showing your authentic self, you guys, the universe will bless you. God bless you, okay? Gesundheit. You will receive blessings in return for taking courage. And this goes for all you fire signs too. Yeah, listen up, Leo and Aries, okay? The universe will reward you for taking courage, okay? It may not look like a linear path to you, and that can be difficult. You make a decision and then something terrible happens. You go, oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's a trap too, trying to step away from that kind of thinking, because the reality is there is chaos in the world. Not everything is well, I did this, so that happened in that kind of fashion. Sometimes there is cause and effect right away, but sometimes there's cause and effect throughout multiple lifetimes. So try to step away from controlling that. But, and stepping away from controlling that, the other aspect I get in this card is there is hope coming forward, or an ability to start looking at your situation. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Carrie Underwood is what's coming to mind for me. If this individual riding this carriage here were to look down, they would see these horses aren't attached at all. So what they're realizing is that what's moving them forward through life isn't even like they're, what in the hell's going on? What's moving this carriage besides this black and white horse? Which is also balance. So there's a need to balance your interior and exterior world, and to start believing in that magic again, because it's happening. It's been carrying you this whole time. Your responsibility, though, is to become authentic. Okay? And you're getting there. I feel like you're hearing me. Maybe you're not. Maybe that's why the message keeps coming through. So and I love this. You all get to see each other's message just a little bit. This is fun. It's like a group project, at school, like where the teacher mixes people around so they have to work with different people. It's fun. We're having fun, you guys. I'm having fun. So Leo here. Three of Wands is the energy that you're coming into the month with. And Three of Wands is putting something into action. This person is looking out onto the lake or ocean here. Toxic waste dump. That's by your house. But they swore to God it was, a desert. And when they look closer, they see their ships on there. Turns out it's the ocean. Things are not always as they seem, is what is coming through this month for you. Kind of continuing from last month, there was a need to open up and be honest about some things with many different different situations and people. So I feel like this is a month for you to start seeing things for what they are, yourself included, being crossed by the Four of Swords as well. I think that you guys are a bit overworked as well. You may need to give the BS a rest is kind of what I'm getting from that too. But others of you, if you were in a situation last month where somebody did come to you with some truth, or you were brave enough to open up and share some truth with somebody else that was hard, there may be a point, depending on what the outcome was, where you are licking your wounds a little bit too. And that's okay. I don't see it as taint the end of the world, y'all, but owie zowie nonetheless. I get it. Okay, so I'm going to start the reading here, or continue it, because I already started. Spirit, I'm going to do this deck right here. I need to get like a Costco folding table right now. A little bit more room. What do we have for the fire signs for November? Fire signs. And the living is easy. But it feels kind of crunchy, You're all struggling with some really, I don't want to say struggling. You're being faced with opportunities to learn how to grow through the wheel is what we got here. Through some really serious components of human experience. Aries, the amount you're working. Sagittarius, your authenticity, your distinction between your inner and outer world and how much of that you can and want to accept. And then Aries or Leo, there's some honesty discrepancies inside and outside of yourself. Just to sum it up, So Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands, Eight of Cups, yeah, 10 of Cups. Ooh, this is looking great. I'm really wishing that I had like more fire in my chart. The Star, okay. Three of Wands, Lovers, ooh. And Knight of Wands. Okay, this is looking pretty good, you guys. I feel like there are some just desserts coming in for you for doing some work. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just pull some cards here as quick clarification too, and I'll start chatting about this. So the Eight of Cups is what you have as the energy. Excuse me. Nope. I meant to start here. Wheel of Fortune, you guys. This is what is known. So you could sense it. It could be that I'm telling you this right now. There's change coming, you guys. And that change is absolutely for the better. Okay? There are some very, very good things coming in, and I want to see them. That sounds awesome. I'm just going to pull these as a cross-reference real quick. So Wheel of Fortune, we've got Queen of Swords, Six of Wands, Death, Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Star, the Tower in reverse. How in the hell, you guys? I had a card come in reverse. I don't do reversals, okay? But Spirit, I swear, I really want to know who it is on my team. I feel like I know who it is, but I like it. It's just like, I swear to God, I don't know how it happens. There's just someone in the deck like flipping one card only, because it happens very rarely, but there's a specific reason. So Four of Wands is clarifying the Three of Wands. Empress for the lovers. Ooh, you guys. Six of Swords for Knight of Wands. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune is, there's a change of fate, you guys. The wind is blowing in a more positive direction. Being clarified by the Queen of Swords, there is a need to get honest about what is changing, though. For each one of you, like I said, I went over twice now. Okay, I'm not going to repeat it again. If you need to go back and watch it, you can, but you let those ads play. I'm just teasing. But please do. Thank you. I love you so much for doing that. So there's a need to, whatever truth is coming in, I feel like there's some bittersweet is what's going on here. There are some wonderful things coming in, and there are some things that are going to be leaving because of that. Things are needing to leave in order for those wonderful things to come in. And there's some hard truths that are going to need to be swallowed because of that. Nothing that's catastrophic, but what I'm getting is like, what's a good example of that? If you were to have, so let's say you have, I don't know, you've shattered your femur and you've had surgery to put it back together, and a ton of screws, metal rods, all that jazz. And it's extremely painful while it's healing. So while it's healing, it's starting to feel better. And then you need to go through and take out the screws and rods once it's healed enough. And then you start going through that pain again. Or having a kidney stone. There's another good example, because I had 2 of those last year and it was a bitch, you guys. And I had to have surgery because I couldn't pass it. It was too big. But anyway, having that pain with the kidney stone, which is like murder. I mean, they've compared it to childbirth. The women I've talked to that have had children and kidney stones say that kidney stones are worse. I can't personally make that comparison, but I can tell you I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And then having to go through the pain of surgery after that, that's kind of what I'm talking about. It was helping the situation, removing it in the long run, but there was still pain attached to it. So there's something about the shifting of the tides that's wonderful, but it's removing something in a way that there's pain involved. So just be prepared for that. And this is in the section where you know, when you know, okay? So those of you that know, you know. This is the energy that is not known, but will become known. I'll tell you right now, 6 of Wands and then death. So 6 of Wands is success. This is a homecoming. So I feel very much, Aries, you guys are going to get your shit together and take a sleep, take a snooze, okay? Take a siesta. And Sagittarius, you guys are going to be successful in getting your shit together to that degree and being authentic with yourself, starting to tap into that authenticity and to share that with other people around you, to learn to find support, that it's safe, you know, to open up to other people and to trust, not everybody, obviously, but you're going to be presented situations this month that are going to help you start healing that. And Leo, your success, your celebration, homecoming here, you're coming back home to your ability to manage, to receive, and to give truth. The death associated with that is, well, as you come home, the traveler, the traveler inside of you that has been out, the tomfoolery that it's been participating in, that rapscallion, is dying. So there's a shift, there's a change to becoming more back to the center of who you are. And this could be, because it's in the unknown, I feel like it's going to come about kind of suddenly. Like you're just all of a sudden going to realize, I'm home. Honey, I'm home. There's going to be, like in the Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune here, this pain may be blinding to you as it's happening, but I feel like it's a sharp and quick pain. And as soon as that pain subsides, you're going to realize, well, you know, we're all dead. That's fine. But there's a city back here too that we can now go check out. We can float around like the hella awesome ghosts that we are. We can go haunt this city. Coming in, ready for that celebration. So get ready for that. I'm ready for you. Now, this is the situation that's led you here. The 8 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. So the Eight of Cups talks about leaving something behind or not leaving something behind. What I'm getting from this, and Eight of Pentacles is all about hard work. He's a craftsman. He's been spending his whole life learning how to chisel pentacles from, I don't know, dogwood. He's an alchemist. So leading to this situation, I feel like you're all on different parts of your journey. Obviously, we always are. But in this process of what you need to leave behind, which are those parts of you that need to die, that traveler, the fool that needs to come home, you know, some of you are leaving that behind. What I'm getting is that some of you are leaving the wrong things behind, and then others of you are still struggling to leave that behind. You're still working hard though, like you're trying is what I'm getting. You're not and whether it's you've heard my advice or you're just feeling, I feel like you're feeling this too. You feel like something's off. You feel like your energy levels aren't the same. And, you know, aside from getting older and everything changing hormonally, like that's one thing, guys and gals, but you feel like you're just not quite sure what it is that you, like there's a trial and error here is what I'm trying to say. Whatever you did leave at the beach here may have been the wrong thing to leave behind, but you were honestly giving it a shot. You're working hard to figure this out, and I'm so proud of you guys. That is already worth celebrating. Okay, you've already won as far as that goes. I would go buy yourself some Oreos. Okay, like some thin mint Oreos. That sounds delicious. Please send me a package. So I see that this is going to be you're going to be continuing on in your trial and error, and you're getting closer is what I'm feeling. This month is going to be like you're getting really freaking close, because the 10 of Cups is your what's coming next, coming soon. Not your ultimate outcome this month, but this is going to be happening before the end of the month closes. 10 of Cups is your happy family card. Everything that you want in connection in your family. Look how happy those birds are. That's going to be you, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Oh. So, oh, guys, I feel like your hard work is paying off. I mean, it's clear to me. There's a change of fate, so something's been halting you as well. You have been working hard and probably feeling like you're beating your head against the wall with a lot of things, especially if you have been listening. Like, I feel like Sagittarius especially, I'll be authentic, I'm freaking trying, I don't know what else to do. I feel like there is a block that's going to be lifted this month. Like, eclipse season was hella skanky, you know. It killed me energy wise. And I know Gemini specifically, their lesson in the lunar eclipse was balancing health. Surprise for me, you know. So 3 of Pentacles here though is working with others, needing that connection. Like I said with Sagittarius earlier on, there's going to be success in your family life here, your ultimate happy family, divine love connection, by connecting with others in some way. So for Aries, I feel like that connection is opening up and being honest about your needs. Sagittarius, that's you getting to a place of really loving who you are, stopping feeling ugly, that swan. You're such a beautiful creature, like beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius soul. And accepting that inside of yourself, celebrating that even, and then celebrating that with other people. And then Leo, I feel like you working with others is maybe learning how to express or receive truth better by take a poll, put it on Facebook. How do I tell, or how do I receive? There's something about reaching out to other people and connect, and it can be authentic and natural. It doesn't have to be like you're reaching out for these things specifically. Just had the thought. Did I look at the bottom of the decks here? So this was Sagittarius. So there's another message. Yeah. So Aries, your message as well for the month. There's a need for you guys to get in touch with your deeper intuition, because it is giving you messages before you burn the freak out right now. There are messages coming to you from your deeper unconscious that have the truth and the answer. And Sagittarius, King of Pentacles. So I feel like your benefit this month of with that Three of Pentacles, connecting with others, is through giving, being generous, giving your money, giving your knowledge on how to make money, giving your knowledge on how to expand things, how to accomplish anything in the material realm is what I'm getting. Not going out in an arrogant way, but figuring out how you can become a leader in this way this month is going to really serve you. And then Leo, Three of Cups. So yeah, take a poll with your friends. Go hang out with your friends. Go have a drink, or don't if you don't drink. Go have a Pepsi. I hate Pepsi. Go have a Coke. It's much better. But there's something about collaborating with your friends that's going to bring a greater balance for you this month and helping you with what it is that you're struggling with. All right, so back to the main reading. I meant to pull that out. The way that you see yourself right now, or where you are in time, we've got the Star and then the Tower in reverse. So the Star is your hope. It is your make a wish or wish granted. What I'm getting from this is that it's kind of a complicated block, to be honest with you. I'm going to pull another card on it because I can. There's something I want to say on it, but there's like another piece. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Just plopped right on down there. There was another piece of information here. So you're feeling confused because it was a bit of a confusing Wheel of Fortune. You had this on what you know. What you know is that life is chaotic AF. There have been energies that have I'm seeing like you're a dove tossed on the wind. You have been thrown hither, thither, and yon, and you are getting tired, not just, physically and battered and bruised, but your resolve is breaking down. I feel that that's lifting this month. You want to continue to carry on hope here. You want to keep wishing on a star, right? And that energy has not been for naught. It's just been blocked. So the Tower in reverse here, and it's been blocked by the universe, you guys. And that's one of the that's one of those blocks that's like there's nothing that you can do about it except for control the way that you respond to it. How is your attitude based on what is being dealt? This is your hand that's being dealt. That's the control that you have with the wheel. And that's it. But having the Tower reversed here, I get this is like you're being freed from a prison. This prison right here. The universe, God, Akasha, has put you in a prison. Do not collect 200, do not pass go. And this month, this energy is going to be lifting, is what I'm getting. Somebody's going to jailbreak you. All the gates are going to flood open all at once. And I think you're not even going to know what to do with yourself, which is awesome. I think that's how you're going to accomplish this hurdle. Aries, getting your sleep. Sagittarius, loving yourself, being authentic with the rest of the world. Leo, telling the damn truth and receiving truth too. Having that block out of the way is you're going to feel so much better. That brain freeze is going to lift and everything is just going to be happier and better feeling like that is how I'm feeling. So the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands here is in the position of how other people are viewing you this month. So you've got the Three of Wands is, where did we have Three of Wands come up here? It might have been the last reading. Oh, it was earlier on. Anyway, Three of Wands is that Leo, things are not what they seem. What I'm getting from this and moving forward on something, what I'm getting from this is that people are having a hard time knowing how to take you because there has been so much chaos in your world. You're going back and forth between that hope and that like ultimate destruction because that's you're just hanging on for dear life like, well, geez. So I think people are just trying to figure out how to respond to you too. Are you guys okay? That's what I'm getting from the Three of Wands there. Having the Four of Wands clarifying that this is your crossing a threshold. I feel like some people are understanding of what's going on with you and other people are not, which is how it's always going to be. But people are going to start recognizing the work that you have been putting into yourself, just like the Eight of Cups here and the Eight of Pentacles, and how you're changing your story. And there's reason to celebrate over that. This is also, there's a note of marriage to this too. I feel like, I mean, some of you may have had that strain extend to your marriage. I feel like that is a situation that could be lifting for a lot of you as well. So, oh, happy day, you guys. Now, hopes and fears here. We've got the Lovers and the Empress. What I get from this is you guys have been wanting balance for a while. With the Lovers here, you've been wanting love. Whether you're single or in a relationship, this energy that's been so chaotic and where you've been feeling off balance has been putting a strain on all of that. So there is a hope for that to come into balance. What, as far as the fear goes, having the Empress, so we definitely live in a, you know, masculine toxic world. We do need divine masculine, but the Empress symbolizes the divine feminine. And what I'm getting from that is that, especially those of you that may be having issues in your relationships because of what's going on, or any of them, business, friends, family, romantic, that you have to, maybe you're feeling you need to go into a more receptive state and you don't want to. You guys are that like fiery, passionate energy. That is, that's a bit more of a masculine force. So regardless of, you know, your genitalia, we're not talking about that right now. So the difficulty here is you already know what you need to do to help these situations here, but you are afraid of doing it. So that's a situation where I just say, like, suck it up, buttercup. Life is full of things that we don't want to do, and they tend to lead to the situations that are the best for us. So once this lifts, I feel like you're gonna feel it. Like I said, a brain freeze is that moment where it disappears, where everything is just better, or your hangover is better the day after, and you just are happy with life again. It's going to be a lot easier for you to go into a receptive state and start reflecting on maybe where you were a turd goblin, you know, to yourself or to others. So hang in there, guys. You can do it. Knight of Wands and Six of Swords here. This is the outcome. This is where it leads. So Knight of Swords is all about get back up on that horse or motorcycle, baby. Get back up and try again. So once all of this lifts here, you're going to have the energy. You're going to want to do this. You're going to feel revitalized to restart something. And that's exciting. Having the Six of Swords there too talks about moving from choppy waters to more calm waters. So you're going to have that energy to start again. I love this. Oh, yay, you guys, fire signs. This is good. And I feel like it's better than having, you know, ultimate wealth and health and love. Like, that's great. Don't get me wrong. But this is like a real pain in your ass. You've been dealing with an unseen force that you've been struggling with. This is already getting a little bit longer than the other one. But you know what? I don't care. I have a message to get out to you. I need clarification on, I want to do the Lovers and Empress. Moving on, endings that bring healthy beginnings. So the ending that needs to happen there, like I said, is just deciding to make that shift to try something new, being more receptive. And part of that receptivity, you guys, is being compassionate and kind. I feel like what's needed here is some compassion and kindness for yourself. You guys have been through some hard shit. You deserve a big old hug from yourself first. I'll give you a hug. Come here. So clarifying the Knight of Wands and the Six of Swords. But seriously, you guys, like, be nice to yourself. Creativity, have fun, express yourself in new ways. Woo! Exactly. Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. Once all of this is lifted here, you guys are on to bigger and better things. So that's exciting. I'm excited to get your bonus readings done here to see a little bit more specifically what's going on with each of you. But before I say goodbye, I have an oracle card here to pull. This is the Starseed Oracle, I just want to do a larger piece of advice, a note to leave on here. So you can go to your corners and think about it. The Golden Children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. I feel like I was saying something about your inner child. I was. I'm going to read this from the book here. So inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Golden children, children of the sun. Leo, that's you, sun. But you're all fire. You're all flaming balls of fire, okay? They're highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Golden children are born with a very clear mission. Many remember it from a young age and begin answering and sharing it early in life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, and so, if they're not supported in the right ways, they struggle with physical life here. They're often referred to as the new humans. If you pull this card, it may be a sign that you're being called to mother, father, or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative idea or project, or a new beginning. A new beginning was the outcome, you guys. But we're talking about inner child, too. To give it every chance to grow and reach adulthood, to nurture and nourish it, to encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child, to see yourself and all others as innocent children, to remember that deep down, everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as they journey through this great adventure called life. How can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? And I, like, from your hopes and fears here of needing to be receptive, any of it, to the way that you respond once this is being lifted to what you're moving on with, there is a note of really needing to get back to that inner child. That child has been struggling this whole time, all three of you, okay, in different ways. But your child has been responding because it's been in pain. So you're just being encouraged once this block is lifted, once the sword's pulled out of your head here, your first go-to, cry it out. I would say cry it out, you guys. You guys have been through hell and you're making it back up to the surface. So great job. But tend to your little child because they need it. And once you get that back in order, you're ready. They didn't mention that in the card too. You're ready to take on new creative pursuits. Woo! Yay, fire signs. Thank you guys so much for being here with me, and look out for your bonus readings. I'll see you next week as well. Okay, love you. Bye.